He is known for coming from a distinguished intellectual family and being born into a household of social reformers. He is recognized for his education at prestigious institutions and his study of philosophy. His name is Leslie Stephen. Sir Leslie Stephen, a prominent figure in the intellectual circles of Victorian England, was born into a family of esteemed scholars and social reformers. Raised in a household that valued knowledge and progressive ideals, Stephen grew up surrounded by influential thinkers such as the Macaulays and James Spedding. His education at Eton College, King's College London, and Trinity Hall, Cambridge, further shaped his intellectual pursuits. Initially ordained in 1859, Stephen's faith began to waver as he delved into the study of philosophy and encountered the religious controversies surrounding Charles Darwin's groundbreaking work on the origin of species. In 1862, he made the difficult decision to renounce his religious beliefs, marking a significant turning point in his life. 2 years later, Stephen resigned from his positions at Cambridge and relocated to London, where he embarked on a new chapter of his intellectual journey. In London, Stephen shared his experiences and reflections in various writings, including a chapter in his biography of Fawcett and a collection of sketches published in the Pall Mall Gazette. These works offered glimpses into his life at Cambridge and provided a platform for him to explore his evolving perspectives. As a highly respected thinker and writer, Stephen's influence reverberated through Victorian society, leaving a lasting impact on the intellectual discourse of his time. Leslie Stephen, a renowned philosopher and writer, had always believed in the cyclical nature of life. His famous quote, "My life will recur in exactly identical fashion," reflected his understanding that the events and experiences we go through often have a way of repeating themselves. This belief became even more evident in his own life, particularly in his marriages. His first marriage was to Minnie Thackeray, the sister of his close friend and novelist Annie Thackeray. Leslie and Minnie met through their mutual connections and quickly fell in love. They embarked on a beautiful journey together, traveling to the Swiss Alps and northern Italy. However, their happiness was marred by tragedy as Minnie suffered multiple miscarriages. Despite the challenges, they found strength in each other and eventually welcomed a daughter named Laura. Sadly, Minnie's health declined, and she passed away from eclampsia. Leslie was devastated by the loss but found solace in the presence of his sister, Caroline, and his close friend Julia Duckworth. Over time, Leslie and Julia grew closer, and their friendship blossomed into love. They decided to marry, and Julia became a loving stepmother to Laura and the other children Leslie had from his previous marriage. Leslie and Julia's marriage brought them 4 more children, and they cherished their time together as a family. However, tragedy struck again when Julia succumbed to influenza, leaving Leslie to care for their young children alone. Despite the profound loss, Leslie held on to his belief in the cyclical nature of life, finding comfort in the idea that his life would continue to unfold in familiar patterns. Leslie Stephen's philosophy on the recurrence of life teaches us to find strength and meaning in the face of adversity. Just as Leslie experienced joy, love, and loss in cycles, we too encounter ups and downs in our daily lives. By embracing the idea that life has a way of repeating itself, we can navigate through challenging times with resilience and hope. Leslie's story reminds us that even in the face of loss and heartbreak, there is always the possibility of new beginnings and the opportunity to create meaningful connections. Leslie Stephen, a renowned philosopher and writer, embarked on a journey of self-discovery and intellectual exploration that would shape his career and influence generations to come. Born in the 19th century, Stephen found himself at a crossroads between religious faith and the pursuit of knowledge. As he delved deeper into his studies, he began to question the traditional beliefs he had held dear. In the 1850s, Stephen and his brother James Fitzjames Stephen were invited to lecture at the Working Men's College by Frederick Denison Maurice. This experience opened Stephen's eyes to new perspectives and ignited a passion for education and enlightenment. He became a member of the college's governing college corporation, where he had the opportunity to engage with a diverse range of thinkers and ideas. During his time at Cambridge, Stephen embraced Anglican priesthood but eventually renounced his religious beliefs in 1865. A visit to the United States had a profound impact on him, leading him to form lasting friendships with notable figures such as Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr., James Russell Lowell, and Charles Eliot Norton. Settling in London, Stephen pursued a career in journalism, eventually becoming the editor of the Cornhill magazine in 1871. His contributions to the literary world included works by renowned authors such as R.L. Stevenson, Thomas Hardy, and Henry James. Despite his professional commitments, Stephen found solace and inspiration in his hobbies. He was an avid athlete and mountaineer, exploring the majestic peaks of the Alps. In 1871, he published The Playground of Europe, mountaineering classic that captured the imagination of readers and further solidified his reputation as a formidable climber. Throughout his career, Stephen's intellectual pursuits extended beyond journalism and mountaineering. He made significant contributions to philosophical history and theory through his works, The History of English Thought in the 18th Century, and The Science of Ethics. These writings explored the evolution of ethical principles and positioned Stephen as a prominent advocate for evolutionary ethics in 19th-century Britain. Stephen's dedication to knowledge and scholarship did not go unnoticed. He was elected as a member of the Athenaeum Club in 1877, solidifying his place among esteemed intellectuals of his time. Additionally, Stephen served as the first editor of the Dictionary of National Biography, a monumental undertaking that aimed to document the lives of influential individuals throughout history. As Leslie Stephen's life unfolded, he grappled with the complexities of faith, reason, and morality. His journey from religious devotion to intellectual exploration mirrored the struggles many face in reconciling traditional beliefs with the pursuit of knowledge. Stephen's contributions to philosophy and literature continue to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of embracing new ideas and seeking understanding in an ever-changing world.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.